Don't get that in my head, I beg you.
Tilted is gone. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Xbox On. It's that wonderful, wonderful time once again where a whopping 9 juicy titles have made the glorious journey onto Xbox Game Pass, and there are some absolute whoppers.
Juicy whoppers. For those of you new to Xbox Game Pass, it's the service that gives you access to a library of over 100 Xbox titles, old and new, like Forza Horizon 4 and Gears 5, which releases later this year.
If you're new to the subscription, you can get your first 3 months for only £1. But hurry, because this offer ends on the 12th of May. Let's see what May has in store.
My brothers and sisters of the United States of America, tonight, we the free people of the resistance ask you to become one of us.
Leading the pack with a May 2nd release to Xbox Game Pass is Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus. If you feel your library could use a little more in the way of guns, blood, and Nazis, BJ Blazkowicz is here to help.
Following on from Wolfenstein The New Order back in 2014, you rejoin the Resistance fighting back against an alternate take on history where the Nazi regime succeeded and became rulers of the free world.
Taking back America from the enemy's grip is never going to be easy, but fortunately BJ hasn't lost his talent for combat, as you can bring as many weapons with you as you see fit, and you'll wield nearly anything to become the ultimate killing machine.
And it all looks great whilst you do it thanks to some lovely Xbox One X enhancements. Beyond its bloody exterior, Wolfenstein 2 has a deeply immersive story and memorable cast of characters that won't soon be forgotten, for one reason or another.
Plus, with Wolfenstein The New Order already available on Xbox Game Pass, there has never been a better time to see what the fuss is about. Happy sploding.
If you hadn't heard of Stardew Valley's publisher Chucklefish's new game Wargroove already, you'd be forgiven for thinking Call of Duty and Just Dance finally made that crossover that I've been dying for.
Sadly, that's not the case, Benny, but this is definitely an Xbox Game Pass edition that's worth making a song and dance about.
Wargroove is a beautifully stylized turn-based title that is as deep as it is endearing.
You take control of one of 15 commanders, each with their own story and path to follow as they take on ever-changing foes.
But this is no standard turn-based affair. The carefully crafted maps you'll encounter throughout all reward unit choice and placement with additional damage and strategy bonuses.
You'll need to think carefully against a surprisingly intelligent AI that won't fall for any of Benny's tricks. Sorry, Benny. The main campaign itself will last you a solid 12 hours, with the additional character stories building on that substantially.
Where Wargroove really excels, though, is in its map editor and online capabilities. It's an Xbox Play Anywhere title, so as well as being able to play on your Windows 10 PC, the cross-play compatibility means you are never going to struggle to find opponents.
Meanwhile, the map editor allows you to create your own locations, with world sharing opening countless possibilities to experience the best community-made maps on offer. Also joining this month's roster is Descenders, the extreme downhill mountain bike experience where linking is extremely ill-advised.
Pick a team and throw yourself at breakneck speed down the mountains and tracks, all while trying to look stylish doing it.
Nail the landing and you'll be a biking legend. Fail and, well, you can probably guess what happens.
Well, with tons of challenges and procedurally generated maps, there's no end to the fun. Oi, on your bike on May 7th with Xbox Game Pass.
No, lonely old people, keep that rubbish on Earth. No, we're only having hot young singles on this planet.
Sometimes you just want to get away from it all, right? But a short break down at a Cornwall B&B just won't cut it. But you find it looking for an excuse to spend all those air miles, well, why not visit Mars?
You get to Mars with Air Mars?
You can now.
Well, unfortunately, it might not be the layabout in the nuclear sun you were hoping for, as Surviving Mars will have you on your toes at all times, with its addition to Xbox Game Pass on May 9th.
Surviving Mars is a city builder with a difference, as you'll be negotiating the beautiful yet questionably safe landscape of Mars in your quest to colonize the red planet.
Build, research, and explore your way to brighter tomorrow, all whilst dealing with run-of-the-mill teething issues like meteor showers and cold waves.
Just remember to fill out that risk assessment before you land.
Surviving Mars is bundles of creative fun that will test your patience and strategy. We played it on our Mixer channel using mouse and keyboard, a handy little addition that's supported on your Xbox. Coming from the developers that brought you Tropico 5 and the publishers behind City Skylines, you know it'll be a settlement builder to remember.
Control. Hello?
The most unique entry to Xbox Game Pass this month is on May the 9th. Tacoma brings a truly unique and intriguing adventure narrative to the table.
It's the year 2088, and you play as Amy, assigned to board the abandoned Tacoma station and recover data and information about the station's past inhabitants. Armed with an AR system, you're able to piece together the shocking events that unfolded amongst the previous inhabitants on board.
You control the pace of the story with the ability to pause, fast forward, and rewind time to pick up key information that can help you progress through the ship, or follow one character you find particularly interesting.
Tacoma is also an Xbox Play Anywhere title, so you can pick up and go between your console and Windows 10 PC. Now that's handy.
It all leads to an amazing climax that you will just have to discover for yourself on May the 9th.
I was born 3 times, and I've met death 3 times.
It's been a while since we've had a big name MMORPG grace our Xbox Game Pass tick lists, but wait no longer. Black Desert Online is available from May 9th.
Black Desert Online drops players into a beautiful world with a focus on immersion and reality. Dynamic weather and day-night cycles look great as the game is Xbox One X enhanced, and it actively impacts world experiences such as combat and looting.
The ability to own your own house caters to the feeling of this being something you are genuinely a part of.
The story itself focuses on the battle between 2 rival nations in the aftermath and subsequent rebuilding of society following an outbreak of the Black Death.
Your involvement and understanding of the story heightens as you travel further down the rabbit hole, meaning every NPC you stumble across could be the starting point for an awesome side quest.
If all that peril and questing is too much for you, then fear not. There is a ton of relaxing activities to chill out with on a lazy Sunday, including farming, fishing, trading, or finding yourself a shiny new mount.
However you choose to play, there is something for everyone in Black Desert Online.
On May 10th, For the King lands on Xbox Game Pass. This adorable title from indie heavyweights Curve Digital brings a more tabletop approach to the standard RPG turn-based format.
Set on a hex-based grid, you can move between different locations and enemies at will, with your route planning just as integral as your combat strategy. Using your moves to head off the beaten track will be rewarded with super rare loot, meaning getting from A to B is not always the best plan of action.
Your team of 3 heroes each have their own kit and experience, but need to be close to each other to level up, leaving you with the choice to split them up to search further or keep them tight for combat and leveling.
For the King is a super addition to an already stellar selection of Xbox Game Pass strategy titles, and will give you hours of fun and food for thought. Long live the King.
Don't you want to wake up to a brighter future? Isn't that what everyone wants?
If Skynet taught us anything, it's that we can't always rely on technology not to become self-aware and begin their robot revolution against humans. But one thing it didn't account for is a future where badass exoskeletons can be used to fight back.
Cue The Surge, coming to Xbox Game Pass on May 16th. You play as Warren, an employee of the questionably moraled Creo conglomerate, whose dodgy surgery to fuse himself with a rig leads to a lot of issues, not to mention confusion when he awakens to find the place in ruins and evil robots at every turn. There is a strong Dark Souls vibe in how the combat plays out, with the difficulty to boot. So if you fancy a sci-fi challenge this month, The Surge is the one for you.
I know! I love that he isn't dead! How about a hug?
It's Lego, it's Batman, it's on Xbox Game Pass on May 16th. What more could you want?
That's right, LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham joins the ever-expanding LEGO library on Xbox Game Pass and brings with it that irreverent charm we all know and love.
The Caped Crusader joins forces with the superheroes of the DC Comics universe and blasts off to outer space to stop the evil Brainiac from destroying Earth.
Using the power of the Lantern Rings, Brainiac shrinks worlds to add to his twisted collection of miniature cities from across the universe. Dun dun dun!
It features all the classic LEGO features we know and love, including the huge character roster, diverse location choices, and creative ability lists.
the comedy is still top-notch as per usual, and the range of things to see, do, and find after the main campaign is staggering.
LEGO Batman 2 DC Superheroes is also on Xbox Game Pass right now, so you won't be short of blocky goodness anytime soon.
There's a place up north. I think we can find you answers there.
So that's it for this video. Who knows when the next batch of Xbox Game Pass games will drop, but you can count on us to let you know with a handy roundup video.
Don't forget to check us out on mixer.com/xboxon to find us playing a bunch of games, including some of these titles.
And also, smash that like button. We'll see you next time. Bye.